Hello, my name is Fraser Simons. This is my channel, Springboard Thought. Today I am talking about Kim Thúy's book, M, which is phenomenal. I am a little bit irked that it did not make the shortlist at least, because I have read all but one of the shortlist and it is blowing those out of the water, except for the listening, which I loved quite a bit. Honestly, this is just structurally incredible. And the voice is great. What is it about, you might ask? So this book follows a lot of different characters, but essentially it revolves around one infant who is left in a dumpster type situation where we don't know who the mother is, but a boy who is aspiring to be a superhero with a cloak on is sort of idealized but by all the other groups in the area, especially other boys, and he takes it upon himself to find the boy and be nurturing and raise the boy in like very, impoverished situations. But what is really compelling about that, other than the fact that it's confronting toxic masculinity directly, and it's very endearing, heartfelt, and compelling the way that it is actually written, it then jumps around quite a bit, and even before we get there, it jumps around a lot. It's more like photographs, snapshots, flash fiction, short fiction type situations where it felt to me a lot like the way people characterize the Vietnam War in ways of which it's iconic photography, except that Kim is like taking that notion and spinning it on its head and like giving context for those iconic moments and expounding on them greatly. It is really incredible what she can do. You can tell that she's like a born poet. She's adapted her lyricism to the prose, and it's just incredible. It is snapshots, which usually would feel like ephemeral and like very difficult to connect with, especially character-wise. Usually I would get the, overarching sweepingness of the meta context happening, and that would be satisfying, and usually that might even be enough for me to get from a book. But this is like characterization as good as a novel, with just sparse shorts of everydayness basically in Vietnam, but then also a whole bunch of different cultural context things that keep building upon each other, like a nested type situation. She even goes into Operation Baby Boom or something like that, baby something, baby drop, baby lift, something about babies being lifted. Essentially, when Americans went to Vietnam and tried to colonize the place and failed, they also left behind a lot of women impregnated. And the United States offered to bring a whole bunch of children, and I think their mothers hopefully, to America for people who were born in Vietnam by way of Americans. So it also sort of suggests, through this meta component of historical analysis, what may be happening in these snapshots as well. It was a 3-hour audiobook, which she narrated herself and did a phenomenal job with, much better than most narration, and 100% better than most authors narrate their things, unless they're, celebrity memoirs or something, right? The prose are excellent, the description is incredible, the economy of words is great. I will definitely be picking this up. And again, it is a crime that it did not at least make the shortlist, but one reason that might have been so is that she has won a lot of awards already. So maybe they were trying to spotlight her, but, give space for other people who haven't won as many prizes before. She seems to be widely celebrated, and I hadn't heard of her until then. So in that way, the prize is doing its job already in that, because as soon as I finished it, I immediately waitlisted her other books at the library. But yeah, if you're interested in a sort of own voices look at Vietnam in a cultural context to do with a foreign situation, grounded in a ground level, just really endearing, loving, tender sort of relationship with people who have encountered so much strife and difficulties, to say the least, with the war. It's just a incredible ride, and you should check it out. Basically, it's very hard to go into without spoiling it because, again, it's like vignettes that are continuing to go. But I really did feel like I was getting like iconic photography just like embedded in my brain, and then we move to the next and the next. Except that it's like, you know, maybe a photo album where these people are telling you their life story while showing you these photographs. And for whatever reason, even though I think it would be not enough for me in a flash fiction or novel sense generally, it is enough here, more than enough. I believe there's 3 other books by Kim Thúy, at least 2. If you've read one, let me know what I should start with. And if they're peripheral writers or authors that are doing similar things to this, let me know. I'd love to check them out. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Bye.